All right, y'all. I just want y'all to, this is for the blue. I mean, the black and the red pills. Black and red pills only now. If you want the information is here. I'm gonna bring it to you. Shout out to my homie, 13 Signs of Astrology. Now check out what he say. This is very important for TIs. Targeted individual. You need to listen to this. Okay? This right here reminds me, I spoke on this several times. This right here reminds me of the Terminator movie. That's why I tell people, go back and watch the Terminator, but watch it with the third eye. Terminator 1, what was it about? It was going back into the past because they was operating in the future. Who? The AI, the machine, these beings that created AI. You know what I'm saying? And the whole mission was to basically eradicate the Chosen. The Chosen was Sarah Connor. They had to get rid of her so that way John Connor won't be born. You see what I'm saying? So this type of thing's been going on throughout, centuries or whatever. Even, if you want to look at the biblical, if you want to get a biblical perspective on it, when I got hair, I'm looking at it. When Harold, King Harold, went out there to look for the Christ, he knew that the Christ was being born. So what did he do? He went out there and put a hit out on all the babies under 2. Any baby that was 2 and under, he put a hit out because he knew that the Christ was coming, but he didn't know where and who. So he was like, look, anybody that's under 2, take them out. But like I said, destiny is destiny. If it's meant for you to be here, they gonna try to take you out. But if it's meant for you to be here, you're gonna succeed. Now check it out what he's saying. He's talking about time, how time. This video is called Time Magic, and he's talking about how time is just an illusion of how these ETs, they use time. Over here in the 3D, time is just an illusion. Over here, time only exists here in this matrix. But outside this matrix, there is no time. You see what I'm saying? Don't you also know that that this is don't you know that I heard Brother Yusuf said, it, and I also heard Bobby said it a while ago, that they have different, and this has got to be true because this is a computer algorithm that we're in. This is a simulation, remember, a gang stalking simulation. So they have like basically different departments. Like if you got to be careful, man, what you do in life, because you can create bad karma to yourself to the point. Hold on. You can create bad karma to the point where if you're a real jacked up person or whatever, you don't raise your frequency or vibration, you can die, and you can come back to this simulation, and you could be born back in like the 1700s, the 1800s. You could be born back in a like the racial era. You know what I'm saying? Like, because this is a simulation. You see what I'm saying? So souls are being trapped down this joint. And that's why I always stress and I'm a advocate. What's the word? I'm here to embrace, and I want to let people know that education is the way out of this joint. And I'm not talking about education through the system. I'm talking about higher learning. Know thyself, getting your own, getting the science. So I'm an advocate of knowledge. Higher learning is all about knowledge. Knowledge is going to get you out of it. Not no Glocks, not no hand grenades, none of that. You see what I'm saying? You got to get the information so you can know thyself. So that's how we got to rise above it. Like Nas used to always say back in the day, you got to rise above this. So listen to what this brother's saying.
Why most people can't experience this is because they're caught up on the optical illusion. They're caught up on the exterior. They're caught up on the things that they see or that they think they see through their eyes. When in reality, you're seeing through your brain, and you're seeing a reflection of light. We are in the realm of illusion. And to master the realm of illusion, and when you master the realm of illusion, you become a magician. In order to master the realm of illusion, you have to master magic. You have to master magic. And when I'm talking about magic, there's different forms of magic. But to be the ultimate magician, you have to master time. When you master time, you are the ultimate magician. And that's when you have mastered magic. There's different degrees of magic, but magic is basically essentially the manipulation of elements to create something that normally would not have been able to create up under natural circumstances that you would have normally not been able to do. Magic is the manipulation of elements to bring about, to create something that normally would not have been able to create up under natural circumstances that you would have normally not been able to do. Magic is the manipulation of elements to bring about a reaction that would have not have been able to be brought about naturally. It wouldn't have naturally occurred. So magic, you can do, there's different levels to magic. There's different levels to the manipulation of the elements. And when you talk about time magic, you're talking about the highest form of magic. There is a form of magic called time magic, and it's done through astrology. Time magic is based on hours, it's based on days, it's based on weeks, it's based on months, it's based on years, it's based on decades. I mean, it's different cycles and different times, and each one of those cycles, certain types of rituals can be worked within each of those cycles, and that's when you get into time magic, and that's what the ETs use to stay in control of you, because they know how to go in and out of time, because they've mastered time, because they've mastered the planets, and the planets dictate time, because the planets are moving continuously in time.
You hear that, y'all? I'm gonna rewind that back real quick. Hold up.
Control of you, because they know how to go in and out of time, because they've mastered time, because they've mastered the planets, and the planets dictate time, because.
And that's why it's important to study astrology. You have to you know, get familiar with the charts. You know what I'm saying? Your natal chart, you know what I'm saying? You know, things of that nature, because the beasts, little do you know, the beasts use astrology and all this so-called what they told you about witchcraft and all this stuff, all this esoteric metaphysics, astrology and everything. This is how they rule the world. You see what I'm saying? They do magic every day. But they got y'all afraid, and they gave you Jesus. You know what I'm saying? All you need is Jesus. You go ahead and just take this Jesus. You go ahead and sit down in that corner and just be a good old dummy. You see what I'm saying? That's what they do. Meanwhile, they doing all types of rituals, magics, and everything. And then you be wondering why the beast is on top of the world. And why things is working out for the beast. Because they took your power. They stripped you. You see what I'm saying? They stripped you. It's like it's like somebody deceiving somebody out of I'm trying to use an example. Like, let's just say if I had a Bugatti and I deceived somebody, you know, and then somebody was driving in a Dodge Neon or something. You know what I'm saying? I deceived you. I said, matter of fact, hold up. Let's just say if I had, if you had the Dodge Neon or something, right? And you tricked somebody else out of their Bugatti. Like, let me get your Bugatti because you don't want that. Man, that thing is trash, man. Why don't you come over and drive this Dodge Neon? You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, yeah, this car better, man. This car is better, man. And you tricked this person. You know what I'm saying? You deceived them. And you took their Dodge, you took their Bugatti, and you gave them your raggedy Neon, 1989 or whatever year, 1995 or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Old raggedy, need a tune-up, need tires and everything. But you see how crazy that sounds? Well, look at that on the spiritual side. Look at that on the spiritual aspect of it. That's what they did to you spiritually. They took your Bugatti and they gave you an old Dodge, you know, Neon. That's what they did with your spirituality by giving you some watered down Jesus, and they doing the occult science, and they told you don't stay out of this. This is damning, you know what I'm saying? They got you scared and everything. You see what I'm saying? That's why y'all don't want to, you know, research nothing. because y'all so trapped up in some fear. But you always sit back and you wonder if you even got, if your spark plugs is working in the brain, you should be pondering like, man, why is it that these evil people is running the world and ruling the world, and it seems like everything is going in their favor? Because these people are doing all types of ritualistic stuff. They working with that magic to keep, things going in their favor. You see what I'm saying? So the only thing I'm suggesting to you is that you need to reconsider what you've been dealing with, and I'm not trying to persuade anybody to do nothing. You do what the hell you want. All I'm doing is giving anybody insight to come on out. If you really about this life, then come on out of that bullcrap religion and seek some truth, some real truth. You know what I'm saying? Because then you'll realize, because everybody come on now, all these Christian people, you be praying and praying and praying, and ain't nothing happening. You see what I'm saying? So there's a reason why ain't nothing happening. You see what I'm saying? It's like you beating a dead horse or something. It ain't nothing there.
The planets are moving continuously, and time is based on motion. So the planets dictate our time. The planets dictate the changes and the shifts that happen here on this planet. It's all based on the planet.
It's all based on the planet, and this is why people do certain magics. You could do money spells. You could do protection spells. Whatever type of magic you can do, you could do these things during the planetary hours. And the Beast been doing this for years, man. They always do. They're going to always do it. Even when they give you these source awards and these awards that they show you, they be doing. They everything is mapped up planetary, and they have everything aligned. They'll do a ritual right in your face, and it be like the moon will be in a waning or a waxing moon or whatever. You know what I'm saying? They know what they doing. The question is, do you know what they doing?
And it's all based on astrology. So to master time, you must first realize that this is an illusion.
It's a full moon right now, man. I'm looking right out the window right now. The moon is like big. It looked like a big satellite, yo.
This is an illusion. The physical reality, you must first realize that this is an illusion. This is an illusion. The physical reality is an illusion because it's a reflection of light. So if you can move faster than the speed of light, then you can master the illusion. This is how they do it. This is how the ETs do it. And they do it through thought. Through thought. They move on the speed of thought. Thought travels faster than light. I won't give the distance or how fast thought travels here, but thought travels faster than light. Now, I know, when you get into thoughts, you're really not dealing with space and time and all that, because really, essentially, thought travels so fast that you could be, like, across the universe with it that quick. Thought travels that fast, and that's how they're doing it. They're going past light and traveling faster than light, hence, they're going ahead of you. And that's how they're going in and out of time, and they can fuck with you and mess up your reality that way. They can come back from the future and try to destroy you. You see, in the now.
And that's what I'm talking about right there. That's the nail in the coffin. That's the reason why I started the video, because I wanted y'all to hear that. I'm gonna rewind it. I'm gonna rewind it back so you can hear it again. For the slow motherfuckers in the back, somebody missed it.
Travels that fast, and that's how they're doing it. They're going past light and traveling faster than light, hence they're going ahead of you. And that's how they're going in and out of time, and they can fuck with you and mess up your reality that way. They can come back from the future and try to destroy you. You see, in the now. They can do these things based on time magic. And
so there you have it. Targeted individuals. And so obviously it's something about you, because you gotta always sit back and wonder, like, man, why did they put me? Why did they place me in this program? It's obviously they don't want you to rise. It must be a season or a time for you to rise, to be greater than you can even imagine. You see what I'm saying? So what they do, they saw it. They know who you are. You don't know who you are yet. You don't know who you are. Jesus told you you're God. You don't believe him. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, you're like, man, look, we got to do whatever it takes to keep these people asleep. We don't want them to wake up to know who they are. So these people are time traveling, light speed. You know what I'm saying? And they'll come up, they'll do stuff and mess up your whole reality. Come and jump in the future. They saw some stuff. come back in the past or the present and target your behind. Just so you don't make it to the future. They're trying to cut you. Basically, they're trying to like cut you off. They might have saw you being prosperous, or is that the word? That's how you say it? Prosperity. They don't want you to evolve into prosperity. They don't want you to become successful or take over the world or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what you're here to do. But everybody, some people are here, to do great things. So these ETs could be hating on you. Like, nah, we don't like that. I'm not letting that slide. He gonna do what? Or she gonna do what? Man, let me go ahead, man, and holler at my homies, man, and do some quantum jumping. I'm gonna leap up into some space, I done saw something, I done looked into something, I saw DB balling. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, I ain't going out, like, I don't want that. So let me go ahead and see if I can stop all that. So I'm gonna go in the present and put them in the gang stalking simulation. Just to hold you back. Just to hopefully take you out. It's not just to hold you back. It's really to take you out, destroy you. They're trying to destroy you. If you've been placed in the gang stalking simulation, these people are trying to destroy you. You don't understand how serious it is.
They got you believing in the illusion of these things based on time magic. And they got you believing in the illusion and got people rushing to work and got people rushing to go do this and got people rushing to go do that. And people are slaves to the clock and they punch a clock to get paid instead of using the creative force and the creative faculty that was given to you by not only your ancestors but by the universe. Instead of doing that, we barter our time, which is slavery. And we get caught up in the illusion and we become a part of someone else's ritual. Someone else's ritual because we're a part of someone else's time. When you're on someone else's time, you're in someone else's magical spell and you're in someone else's ritual. You see?
And that's true because you better believe they're doing rituals on the whole world. Look at the population. 95% are asleep. So it's nowhere in the world, you can't tell me that they're not doing magic. I know that the beast is doing magic. The beast is doing spells. Some of y'all can't even understand the words that's coming out of my mouth. So therefore, if you don't understand me, therefore you are under the spell.
See, so, I mean, it's deep how they got us or whatever. It's deep how they got us tied in on the time thing or whatever, when time is really an illusion of space and time. And you can beat time by dealing with thought. You could beat time as far as you working a job. The way you beat that, if you want to stop working a job, the way you beat that is by tapping into your thoughts. That's how you beat that, by tapping into your creativity, by dealing with thoughts. People that communicate more and speak more, and people that do more thinking for their job make more money, generally, than people that basically just do a manual labor type of job, where basically a computer or a machine can do. See,
I'm going to stop it right here because it's almost 20 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Anybody know where this brother at, man? If you know where he at, send me a link, put a link in the description box, in the comment section, whatever. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. I hope the message resonates upon somebody. This ain't for everybody. This is only for a chosen few. The starseeds, the empaths, the knowledge seekers, researchers. This is who this is for. If you're trapped in religion, you're not going to understand me. You see what I'm saying? And you're afraid of magic, but at the same time, your savior, Jesus, was doing magic. They even called him a sorcerer. Yes, read your Bible. But you're not going to do that. You're ready to just talk crap. Holla back, y'all. DB Gang Stalking Simulation. The best channel on YouTube.